You know the retirement dream where you live in Miami with your best friends? Or the one where you have a farm and win the blue ribbon for strawberry jam every year? What about the retirement vision where you're just like spoiling your grandkids 24/7? Guess what? They all cost money. Let's be honest, planning for retirement can feel tricky. You want to enjoy life while you're young, but not saving enough for retirement can mean a rough exit. So what's an appropriate balance? And what does responsible retirement planning even look like? Time to dive in. Retirement is an official exit from the workforce, or at least from a life where you're obligated to work. Most people combine a lifetime of putting money into special tax-friendly accounts like IRAs or 401ks, along with Social Security benefits to coast out their latter years. No official beginning point for retirement, but the average age is 64 for men and 62 for women. 62 is when retirees can begin collecting benefits from the Social Security Administration. But the longer you wait to start collecting Social Security, the more you qualify for each month. For example, the difference in guaranteed monthly income between retiring at 67 instead of 62 can be as high as 30%. Ouch! Retirement accounts are similar. You can withdraw early if you need to, but if you do, you'll pay more in taxes. Before getting into 401ks, saving rates, and retirement theory, let's start with a bird's eye view. Start by asking a double-barreled question not a lot of people think about. What does retirement mean to you? And what do you plan to do while you're in it? Focus on traveling? Live quietly in the woods, becoming a master bird watcher? Have an apartment in a city you love where you spend all your time volunteering? This is called lifestyle design. And while it's generally a good idea to save as much as possible for retirement, how much you save and that balance between short-term and long-term saving should be dictated by the life you want to live. And don't let anyone tell you what you should or shouldn't strive for. You do you. If your goal is to have a big house on a lake, own that. Just know that you'll need to save a lot and prioritize making a higher income throughout your career. Don't mind living simply in your golden years. Maybe that means during your work life, you prioritize career satisfaction over income. You should also think about parts of you that are unique, like family situations, pre-existing medical conditions, and anything else that might financially influence your retirement. It's tough to get a clean read on how much you need because it depends on so many things, but here's a good rule of thumb for the average retirement. Aim to have saved at least 1 year's salary by 30, 3 times your salary by 40, 6 times by 50, 8 times by 60, and 10 times by 67. So if you're making $70,000 a year, ideally you have at least $700K saved by 67, with a lot of that being in stocks and other assets that have grown over time. That would give you almost $70,000 for 10 years, along with other benefits like Social Security. The FIRE community, or the Financial Independence Retire Early community, strives to achieve 25 times the average annual living expenses, largely in index funds. Take a look at your budget and see what you can devote specifically to retirement. Maybe it's $100 a month, maybe it's $500. Whatever it is, put aside this amount every month to devote to retirement savings. Basic retirement saving is not that complicated. It only gets tricky when you start going above and beyond the normal routes. That being said, the best route for you depends on you, and the advice we're about to give is general and should not be considered specific financial advice. At a basic level, you should be investing as much as possible into IRAs and 401ks. These are both accounts designed specifically for retirement, meaning they're cheaper from a tax perspective and have certain rules associated with them. These accounts buy a variety of stocks, usually in the form of index funds or diversified pools that grow over time. Every time you put money into these accounts, you're buying little pieces of companies that you own and can sell later in life to give you the income you need. 401ks are provided by employers and usually include a match or percent that they will contribute to your retirement account on your behalf, maximizing the dollars you've already put in. Because of that, you should almost always be putting as much money as possible into your 401k to take advantage of the money provided by your employer. After you've reached your percent match, you can either continue to invest up to the 401k limit for the year or switch gears and also invest in an IRA or individual retirement account. After you've maxed out those options, that's when things can get a little more complicated. You could invest in index funds, individual stocks, physical assets, all sorts of things. The best time to start saving for retirement is yesterday, because your money will earn interest and grow over time. The power of compound interest is amazing, and taking advantage of it for as long as possible is the best way to build wealth over time, even if it's just a few bucks a month. Every dollar you put in will go so much further today than in 20 years. No one's life is static. Your career could change, your goals can change, your family can change. All these things can affect what's best for your retirement. So, when life changes happen, check back in with your retirement habits and make sure they're continuing to serve you. It's easy to get overwhelmed with retirement advice, but at a fundamental level, being consistent, starting early, and putting money into an IRA and/or 401k is 90% of the work. You got this. For more tips on how to start saving and investing, visit rocketmoney.com/learn. Thanks for checking us out today. If you'd like to see more videos just like this, click right here. And as always, like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.